Good morning, New Canaan High School. Today is Friday, February 1st in the day A. I'm Katie Kubera. Brendan, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing, Katie. Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the morning announcements. Sorry, we're still a little confused by the new second semester schedule, but before we get to that, let's all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
During the first semester, we would usually be wrapping up our broadcast around now, but luckily we still have time for plenty of announcements thanks to the new schedule. For more details, we go to Eric Yager.
Hey NCHS, many of you may notice a slight change in schedule this week. From now on, Monday through Thursday, music will play between the second and third period passing time. The intercom announcements will then start at the third period bell at 9:16. No more trying to catch the announcements while wandering the noisy halls. Also, the schedule is slightly different on Fridays. All periods will be 47 minutes, 1 minute shorter than usual, and like today, our broadcast will start at 9:14, directly after the third period bell. For all the teachers, it's important to turn your projectors on during passing time and listen to the pre-broadcast music to make sure the sound is on, because our broadcast will start directly at the bell. The schedule may seem strange now, but in a few weeks, I'm sure you'll all be used to it. This has been Eric Yager for NCTV.
Thanks for clearing that up, Eric. But before we get too settled into our new routine, let's switch things up today for Freaky Friday. The Student Advocates Club will be rearranging the tables during all 3 lunches and would like to encourage you to break through social barriers and get freaky with freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors like me.
Whoops. Katie, hopefully seniors like you aren't still freaking out about the college process. For those of you who have already been accepted or are no longer applying to certain schools, please see Miss Granite in the guidance office to update your transcript requests.
Actually, Brendan, the college process can be pretty stressful, but right now I'm more concerned with why you're still sitting here. Who will update us on how the Rams are doing this week?
That's a great question, Katie. I'm glad you asked. Let me introduce you to my protege, Johnny Ostendorf. Johnny, it's all yours.
Thank you, Katie, and thank you, Brendan. And thank you, folks, for joining me on my first edition of the Rams Sports Report. I'm Johnny Ostendorf. Now, I know everybody's been focusing on the big game in New Orleans this weekend, but there have been some pretty big games this past week right here at NCHS. Last Friday, boys basketball was conquered by the Trinity Catholic Crusaders as they fell 63-38. Tonight, the boys look to rebound from their loss as they take on Norwalk High in what is already being hyped as a marquee matchup. Unfortunately, the boys will have to do it without starting forward Claude Channonnet, who will miss tonight's game with a bum knee. Girls hoops fared no better against Trinity Catholic as they dropped the ball with a 52-34 loss last Friday. Tonight, the Lady Rams are making the trek to Norwalk High to take on the 3-11 Bears. So who did beat Trinity last weekend? Boys hockey. The Rams skated past Trinity Catholic 4-1 with 2 goals and an assist coming from sophomore Luke Amaro. Tomorrow, the Rams will take on the Greenwich Cardinals at 6 p.m. As for girls hockey, the perfect season lives on. The Rams beat the Chicas from Ludlow and Ward 3-0 last Friday. Tonight, they will put their winning streak on the line as they face off against Stanford and West Hill. Wrestling had a rough weekend as they lost to Haydom Killingworth, Brantford, and Westerly in a quad match last Saturday. Despite the losing efforts, Kenny Phillipson, Kevin Hall, and Frankie Hogan all went 3-0 on the day. On Wednesday, they lost to West Hill 48-21. The boys will hit the mats again tonight as they take on Ward, Fitch, and Massick in Fairfield. Boys swimming made a splash in the pool on Wednesday as they beat Ludlow Ward by a score of 106-80. Finally, boys and girls track traveled to Hill House for FCX yesterday, where Kaylin Lysanko, Sam Reynolds, Kevin McEnany, and Spencer Lyman won the 4x800 title. Meanwhile, Devon Bovell locked down the 55-meter hurdle FCX title. Well, that's about it for the sports report this week. Brendan will be back to reclaim the throne next week. For now, I'm Johnny Ostendorf.
Thanks, Johnny. An informational meeting for the Wilburn Fellowship will be held on Monday, February 4th during first lunch in the Wagner Room. Students in grades 10, 11, and 12 are all eligible to enter projects that capture the program's mission to promote diversity. Check it out.
Students can also submit work to Spectator Literary Magazine. If you would like your artwork published, submit any creative writing or graphics, including photographs, sketches, and paintings, to ncspectator@yahoo.com. The magazine will be printed entirely in color this year. Well, the weather certainly has been colorful this weekend, ranging from 15 to 50 degrees, snowfall to sunshine. Katie, what do we got coming up this weekend?
Well, Brendan, the weather this week has been pretty unpredictable, but it feels like it's getting cold again. Today and tomorrow will be partly cloudy with a high of 32 degrees, and it looks like we're going to have a snowy Super Bowl Sunday with a high of 34 degrees.
Well, that wraps up our first Friday broadcast of the semester. Don't forget, if you want to see your announcement next week, please email us at nctv78@gmail.com or tweet at us at nctv78. We might even give you a follow. This has been Brendan Baker. Enjoy the game this weekend, NCHS.
And I'm Katie Kubera. Stay tuned to see what goals students have set for themselves this semester, and make sure to catch the girls' basketball game versus Danbury later today on the channel. Have a great weekend, guys.
Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard.
This semester, I just want to have a good time.
I just want to get weird.
To get an A+ on a Spanish test.
Just to drink more water.
Do better in math.
Get exempted from finals.
Spend more time in the quiet section.
Champagne player, yeah, my money insane player. Yeah, I'm making it rain player, but I was just on a plane player, buying gear.